All right, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Wiley Show. We are live a little bit early today, all right? Because I don't know if I'm gonna go see Trey Songz. I didn't buy my ticket, but I want to give a special shout out because a viewer of the Wiley Show, they sent me over this shirt. Without Black inventors, you wouldn't have these. They got different products and then the inventor and the date actually on this shirt. And I want to read this card they gave me. This is from the brand new shirts and SHOOZE new shirts news with a brand new shoes. I got the address here and I want to make sure I give them a shout out. Okay. I'm definitely gonna put that information in the more info box, but it was a note that they sent me as well. They said, "Greetings, Wiley. I was so disappointed when I had to miss your Dallas Fort Worth meet and greet. My plan was to bring you a gift from my shop in honor of your Black History Month. This shirt is for you to wear casually or while you're working out. You're looking real good and healthy, and you're inspiring me and probably others too to move around a little more and make better food choices. Wear the shirt out because this time next year it will be too big. Love you, love your show." And I'm gonna put the website in here that they have. So if you want to support their brand, you're more than welcome to support their brand. So give me a second here. I'm gonna post them in the webs. Oh, I can post it right now. Oh, here we go. Let me do that right now. Okay. Definitely. All right. We do that right now. They brought me this shirt. Hold on. Type it in there. There we go. Boom. Okay. So that was amazing. Really love it. Create your brand for your add your design, logo, message, name, or photo, whatever you choose. Yes, okay, we can do that. We can definitely do business with them because they're actually here in Dallas. Love it. And also another viewer, they brought me some wine glasses, some huge wine glasses. I was like, oh my God, I needed it. Some wine glasses. So they have bought that as well. I was so amazed. But tonight, Trey Songz is going to be in concert. And I don't know if I'm going to go. I'm not gonna have a floor seat because them floor seats are almost like $400-500, and I'm not doing that. I'm gonna get the stage right there, probably out in the upper area for like $100. All right, I'm not paying for that. And then another thing, I can't wait to President Trump. They pass a bill with all them extra fees. I mean, when you pay for the ticket, you got all of those fees. It will add up to $200. So if y'all want us to go there and to report on that, they're gonna cash out right there. Super excited. So we have a full show to get into, and we definitely gonna dive into this full show. I had to go get a haircut, and my barber, his voice was like going out, but he did tell me, he said, "Hey, you're one of my best customers because you always come on time, leave a tip, always there." I'm 30 minutes before my appointment because I want to get there. I don't want to rush. I want to be able to let him have, be the first job of the day. And I said, okay, it's great. It was just awesome that I went there and I got a haircut because I love getting a haircut. I love looking good, looking fresh, and looking lean. And then my barber he said, "Man, I can see you slimming down." Because we lost 7 pounds, right, Paul? Right? We lost 7 pounds. So it was like, okay. I see something out. And so every day, I eat a little meal in the gym pretty much every single day. If I'm not outside walking or running, well, not really running, but walking, I'm in the gym, in somebody's gym, and I'm doing it every single day. And I appreciate him noticing that I'm losing weight. And so Paul was like, "Yeah, he's losing weight," because we take Paul everywhere. And just so amazing for that, and it's so much. I had to bring out my book, my composition book, because I had to take notes because we about to get into this show. And anytime I review a show, because I'm back reviewing reality shows, and I don't like to watch it live because my thing is I gotta pause, write the dialogue, get my notes. That's how I review shows. So let's get into it really quickly right now. We're gonna be covering. I didn't put the picture up here, you guys, because I deleted it by accident. I deleted. I deleted the. I had deleted the picture by accident. So give me a second. Let me just create a banner. Give me a second here. Let me create a banner right quick because I had deleted the picture for Chasing Dallas review. Okay, Chasing Dallas review. Okay, so let's get into it now. Chasing Dallas, you guys, you know I love the show, and I said I'm back covering the show. I stopped covering the show because let me tell y'all a little backstory. I used to cover Chasing Dallas, Chasing Atlanta, and Chase LA. I kind of stopped because the cast, some of the people would be upset about what I said. They would have some type of threatening messages. Me and Oliver, he got upset of the things that I said, that I was forced to come out with an apology. Didn't really want to apologize, but somebody on my team at the time said, "Oh, you should apologize. You were a little too harsh." And I take back that apology because, you know, when you in the business covering shows, if y'all want to be celebrities, everybody's not going to kiss your butt. That ain't going to happen. Everybody is not going to kiss your butt. I'm going to say it again. So when you do these shows, be open for constructive criticism or roast and gag. Because I don't understand, and we're going to get into it. I'm going to give you a backstory why I stopped covering it. You could be shady on the reality show, but then I'm doing commentary. It's a problem. So that's the piece that it made me not want to cover it, because a lot of the girls can't take my critique. But now I'm back covering season 4. Wow, it's been 4 seasons. Let me make sure I get that right. Season 4, episode 1. Gosh, they've been on for a long time. Season 4, episode 1. So let's get into it. Y'all already know the previous season, season 3, was the last season for Reese G, and he got fired. He got fired. And it just, in the reunion show, Reese at the time, he cut off the reunion show. He ended the show. I remember a little backstory before we get into the review. I remember he reached out to me when Reese first came to Dallas. I was heavy into Chasing Atlanta. My reviews was on point. And he said, "Oh, Wiley, I'm about to do Chasing that. Oh, you should, you could be a producer." I'm like, "Oh, this is great." And then he fell out with me because he told people that we slept together in Atlanta. He was telling people about how good my peen is. And so I took that information and I started talking about it. And he didn't like that I was talking about it. But you told everybody in Atlanta, Georgia, that we slept together and that my peen was amazing, right? And then I took the information and said, "I slept with Reese G." And I was telling the world, I was doing interviews, I was doing press, and I was just sharing my experience. You have already shared it, and people from Atlanta was reaching out to me in Atlanta and telling me that Reese was saying these things. So I said, okay, if he's going to share my experience, I'm going to share my experience too. And I said he was amazing in the bed. And of course, I had a little comedy in it because he's overweight. He's obese. But it was just amazing. During that time, I was 277 pounds, but the booty was nice, right? And he didn't like that I was saying that he was obese. But that's a fact. You were obese. Nothing wrong with that. You breathe heavy. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's a part of your existence. But I never would have shared it if he didn't share it within himself. Okay. So I was doing press at the time. I was on Ear Hustler podcast and I was sharing my experience, and Reese was upset. And then me and Reese fell out again because I gave a list of people that I feel like should have been on there. The Face of Dallas. It was another guy. They call him the Twink guy, but he tried to change his whole name because they accused him of raping somebody. So he changed his whole. He don't even go by the Twink guy no more. He had a whole rape allegation. Somebody said he raped them, and he changed his whole ordeal. But before all the rape allegations, I said, hey, you need to have the Twink guy. You need to have this person, that person. I was given a list. And then Risa was like, I already reached out to these people. They didn't want to do it. No, they didn't want to do the show for free. Okay? Not that they did not want to do it. I was communicating with all of them. They said, Wiley, I would love to do it, but I'm not doing the show for free. And somebody said something on my timeline before we get into the Chasing Dallas, giving y'all enough time to sit on down, get your drinks. We live. Somebody posted on my IG, in my Facebook timeline. I'm not going to say their name because he might get dragged, but I will say it and I will echo what he said. He said, I don't understand these girls do these reality shows for free. I don't see no upgrades because a lot of times it's free. You know what I'm saying? It is very, very, it's a free show. Now, it can be an upgrade. You get more deals. You can get more, streams on your music. If you have a t-shirt line, you can get increase of sales. With me, I would probably benefit more being on Chasing Dallas than anybody because I'm a YouTuber. So having those viewers viewing me every week will bring more paid subscribers because I will know how to monetize that. Not like brother Armand Wiggins' friend. He didn't know how to monetize that. I will know how to strategically monetize those viewers that are viewing in. First, I will request from Ardario is what is the demographic that are viewing this product, particularly probably women. So I would have women gear, women lingerie, all type of thing to cater towards that. If I was on Chasing Dollars, to cater towards women because you have to make them feel beautiful, right? To get those subscribers. So everything like that. But it's a non-paid gig, but you get introduced. Like now that video got 17,000 views. And sometimes back in the day, Chasing Dollars, you get 145,000 views. No telling where it's going to go now. Let's get into this show. I know some of y'all not into it, but y'all going to have to sit and hear my review anyway. Now, Dior, Teddy, Sean, Quitzy, Jeff, give me a second. Kesey. I hope I said it right. Kesey. Okay. Jeff, Trey, DeAndre, Kiki, Astro, I think it's Londo, and Robert. I hope I got y'all names right, okay? Some of y'all just need nicknames. Like Kiki, she need to be the trans teacher. All right. Anyway, nicknames instead of y'all real name. Anyway, so this goal is scene one. It talk about 9 months later because, Reese got fired and Ardario, the owner of Chasing Reality, said, okay, Chasing Dollars will continue because rumor have it that Reese G owned Chasing Dollars. And in fact, he did not own it. It was all owned under the Chasing Reality franchise. And Ardario said it was going to continue. Now, it's this new guy, Teddy. Now, Teddy is a real estate agent. Now, Teddy, you need to calm down on that Banjay or Benjay or all that makeup. I don't know if that's a permanent mark or all that makeup is a hot mess. Your eyebrows, it's not that dark. Your eyebrows is not that dark. That's a permanent type of marker when you rub it in. I remember my cousin, Jonathan, he would get a permanent marker and draw his line in. I'm like, what? And I tell my barber, don't spray that black stuff in it. I want it all natural. I don't need all that extra sheen and stuff like that. Absolutely not. Then I bump into somebody and they whole shirt got Ben J or all that type of stuff, all that market. So no. So he's a real estate agent, 5-year HOA management. He was on open house. He was meeting Robert, and Robert said he came on talking about he do press on now. Now Robert looks like a whole gangbanger. Now, if you just judge Robert by his appearance, it look like you just go give up the drawers, your wallet, your credit card. He looked like he just robbed banks. By his outward appearance, he looked like he robbed banks. I don't know if I'm gonna get it. Oh man, just take my wallet and take my drawers. So, but Robert he's a teddy bear. He does nails. I met Robert at Marty's. Robert is a nice, attractive guy, and he definitely turns me on. It's the tattoos for me. The manly man, the grill, and it's about all of that just turns me on. Okay, so he talked about that, and Robert said he started a podcast called Press on Robert Ray. And he said he got an event called September to Remember. Okay, that was them talking to the real estate agent with all the heavy makeup. Now it goes into scene 2. It goes to a whole nother scene, and it's Kiki. She's 24 years old, a 6th grade teacher, and she was in the house of the gorgeous Gucci walking, and she said she started her own house, and she walked to Kiki saying, I'm liking Kiki. I'm liking her. Me and Kiki, we both obese. Yes, we both love to eat. Okay. But other than that, Kiki is sweet. She is sweet. But Kiki, you need to cover up. Baby, you showing all them jelly rolls, just showing it all. Cover up, honey. I love you, Kiki. I'm sweet. And me and you both need to be in some gym. I'm just saying. Me and you both is obese. But I mess with you and you educated. I love that because you a 6th grade teacher. I love that as well. And said how she started her own house and how, the Kiki scene, then it got into her, talking about her journey. Then I believe in scene 3, it was, it got back to Kiki. She was it was a crayon box ball, and she was talking about how people was getting chopped. I love the ballroom scene. And let me tell y'all, they take that crap serious. Not crap, but they take the ballroom very serious. I have associates that live and breathe the ballroom scene. They don't leave your credit card around because they would take your credit card, okay? But they take that ballroom stuff very serious. I stopped going to a ball once people just started fighting the judges because they were just chopping people. I couldn't do that. I'm not paying 30. Sometimes them balls can get you a 30, 40 bucks. And you go there and the judges chop you. They get mad and they want to just destroy the ball. So I stopped going to balls a long time ago because of that. But then it gets to scene 3. Oh, Markel is here. Hey, Markel, the executive producer of Chasing Dollars, in the room. Scene 3. Jeff. I love him. He's on a photo shoot. And he was saying, hopefully, Trey is not a catfish because Trey looked good. Trey Harris showed up. He said he wanted to go style. Jeff is a person that does, he said, pop rap. He had a mixtape that he released and he's performed all on Cedar Springs and he's ready to go to a straight club. Now, Jeff, let me tell you something. Don't you go to no straight club. They not going to receive you. The last time, and they're not going to receive you. The way how you look, you feminine, got hair up, they ain't going to receive you. Don't even try it. You're not mainstream. Just stick in the gay thing because let's be clear. The person that did come out the closet came out the closet when he was already signed. The one that wrote, let's be clear. Y'all already know the artist I'm about to go at. Because Saucy Santana still don't get the respect because he's a feminine man with a big booty. Absolutely. I think if a female rapper were to rap Saucy Santana stuff, you know, it would get more attention. But because he's a feminine, black, big man with a big booty, he don't he don't get the respect like that. So Jet, don't even set yourself up going to them straight guns, especially out there in South Dallas in them clubs like that. They're not gonna receive you, honey. Absolutely not. Just stick on Cedar Springs. And then they get into the fashion blogger that Trey invited, Sean. I believe that's his name. He's from Atlanta. Now, Sean, come here, Sean. Sit on down. If you say you are a fashion blogger, baby, I need to see fashion. You came into that house with a wrinkled jacket. Everything was wrinkled. How can you tell me you are a fashion blogger showing up with wrinkles? Look like you took that jacket out of bag, wrinkled it, and just put it on and just show it. You can't tell me you are a fashion blogger showing up in wrinkled clothes. You got to be pressed on. I need to see fashion. I need to be like, oh, let me hear his opinion about fashion because this girl can dress. I didn't see none of that. What I saw was a bunch of wrinkles. Now, if you had a wrinkle blog, like you all about wrinkles, bringing back a fashion statement about wrinkles, I'm all with you. But if you saying that you want to run a fashion blog, again, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you're an educational advisor, a consultant. Maybe the kids got you in your feelings, got you all stressed. You showed up. I was like, you need an iron. All right. And so I love that. And so Sean was throwing shade at Jeff. And Trey Howard invited Jeff and Sean to Robert's event. I love that. I'm really, really liking Trey Howard. It's something about Trey. I didn't always like Trey on Chasing Dollar. I felt like he was too emotional. He was young, but now I feel like he have really matured and really making moves and everything. I'm paying more attention to Trey. But then they get to season he said scene 4. Is it Kesey? Kesey, I hope I'm saying his name right. Kesey was singing and he was talking about, he was in the studio talking about, he was having a conversation with King Dior. And he said he went to Florida for love. Didn't work. The man must cheat on him or something. Most time when these girls follow these people for love, they cheat. It be lust. It ain't love. It's lust. And these people just cheat and everything. You move to Florida, man cheat on you. Now you got to move right back home in Dallas. That's probably what happened. The man probably cheated on Kesey or whatever. Or Kesey probably cheated. Who knows? I don't know. I have to do some more digging. But King Dior was having a conversation with Kesey, and they was talking about Dior was talking about he's still looking for a new shop, because now Dior, when you look for this new shop, make sure it is legal. Like they're not scamming you. So make sure you get you a licensed real estate person, probably the one with all the heavy makeup, Teddy. Because the last time you got a shop, they scammed you out your money. You was painting, you was buying furniture, and the person that you thought was the landlord wasn't the landlord. So make sure you get the tax documentation, you get the deed, whatever it is, that you know whoever claimed that, because you don't want to have to go through no more scams. I'm just saying. I remember that. I mean, that man was in the store bad furniture, and I felt bad for Dior. Dior's a whole snack. I felt bad for him. I'm like, that man got scammed. You got to be careful because people will scam you in a second. And it's really important. Like when you go out try to rent an apartment and like rent a house, you got to be careful because most of these people, they know how to break the locks and you pay all 3 months in advance and they don't really own the property. So you got to be very careful with that. So so I'm glad he's being patient, taking his time, finding that. And now Dior saying, hey, I want to be a creative director. And then Astro showed up. That's another person that's a rapper. And Dior said he saw him rapping at Marty's at a comedy, not at talent show. I'm loving Astro. Young, you can tell he's 22 years old, got a good head on the shoulder, and talented. And Kesey is very talented. The boy, he said he's not a singer. I reached out to him in the DM. You are a singer. It's something special about him. Like you can sing. Like you don't have to be like a vocalist like Whitney Houston, but you can carry a tune. And I'm liking music. Like I went on Apple and I'm like, okay, I'm really feeling his music. You got the looks. I can tell you shy, so you need artist development. Like you need to start performing in places so you can get comfortable performing because you camera shy. I can tell that you're camera shy. So you need more cameras. Like if you was working under my management company, we would keep cameras on you all the time and make sure you perform on YouTube all the time and have you to performing at different places so you can get comfortable by performing with people being in front of the camera because you is camera shy. And I can tell you shy because I sense that shyness. It's adorable, but if you're trying to be an artist, you can't be shy. You got to dominate that stage. Like you dominate in the bedroom, okay? You got to be able to take control of the stage. All right. And they even say, see, this is what I'm saying. Don't be sending me stuff. And y'all can send me his OnlyFans. I'm going to see his OnlyFans. If he do got an OnlyFans, gosh, I want to see it. I want to subscribe to his OnlyFans. So y'all send me the OnlyFans so I can go and see it for research. I'm going to say it again. For research purposes only, I want to see the OnlyFans. Anyway, but he's shy on this show. He probably not shy on his OnlyFans, but he's shy on the show. Okay. Dior was like, he wanted to be he pretty much want to manage him. I think he's a good person. Like, I really love that Dior said, hey, okay, I did get scammed with my salon, but now I want to get into being a creative director and manager. All right. I think that's a good thing. I can't wait to see it because I think Dior have great connections because he does hair. And so it's a lot of people that's in the industry that Dior work with. And so he can help a lot of artists. I think that's a good look. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm an artist and you got scammed for a salon, how can I trust that you will sign a good deal and won't scam, get scammed of trying to be over my career? So that's going to be in my back of my mind. I'm just saying, like, if you trying to be my creative director and try to be my manager, if you couldn't even manage finding a place legally that you lease, how are you able to be my manager and to manage my career when you thought you had a whole salon? You had to leave the premises because it was the verse. So that would be in my back of my mind. That would be, but like I said, Dior is a good person. I understand he got scammed. I get it. Things happen. But that as an artist, that would be like, okay, that would be in the back of my mind. All right. So that was that. And let me say on this point, he said that Astro did a great job rapping. And Astro is a great artist. Like, I love it. It's like a trap rap. I love that about Astro. Very feminine, but talented as a rapper. Like, you can't judge. Like, you would think like he just wear makeup and heels but the boy can spit. Like, he can go. I give him credit on there, and I am downloading some of his music as well. He's going to be added to my workout playlist. Now, scene 5. Kiki is back, and she was meeting with Robert in his new place. And Kiki, she left the house of Gucci. Robert said, hey, I don't like the Kiki scene. I'm more the mainstream. Robert also confronted Kiki on how she left the house of Gucci. And Kiki was like, well, this was the pandemic, early in her transition. And, Kiki was saying being in ballroom is very competitive. And Kiki, was talking about how she probably wasn't getting the help and the resources to really help her in her transition. And that's probably why she left the House of Gucci. Robert said he didn't like how she left. And then Kiki, being messy, she brought up Dior, like, what's going on with you and Dior? And Robert said that he don't talk to Dior, like King Dior. Like, Dior didn't come. Like, last year, Robert was talking about how he had a toy drive and Dior didn't show up. And Robert said none of the people show up from Chasing Dallas and something like that. Maybe they had to work. I'm just saying. These people work full-time jobs. Now, maybe they couldn't take off to go to your toy drive. Now, my thing is that if you couldn't go to the toy drive, then donate some toys. He did say George sent a cash out. These people work full-time jobs. This is, how can I word this without getting canceled? Okay. This is an extra curricular activity, right? Meaning on my free time, I get to do this because I'm not being paid. My real life is where I work, whatever I work, that pays the bills. So that's my top priority. So doing a show, that's just extra. If I got time, I can show up. But I can't sacrifice my real job to make sure my bills is paid to show up to a toy drive. Do y'all understand me? So that's why, but Robert was in his feelings. And if I would have known about the toy, I don't get invitations to that. So I would have showed up and brought the man some toys. Oh, here you go. What else you need? You need some toys. I'd have brought toys, teddy bears, everything else. Then Robert said that he helped Dior paint his salon, like his shop, and how he was there for Dior. And Robert was saying how they lived together and all of that. He's just upset that Dior really ain't been going to his stuff, like supporting him as a friend. Then we get to scene 6. Then it was like DeAndre, and Oliver show up. I'm like, Oliver's everywhere. I love me some Oliver. He showed up to DeAndre apartment, and he said his best friend and business partner. They said that he's Oliver is saying he's working full time for Dr. Heavily, and DeAndre said, "Hey, I want to open up a lounge in Dallas." I'm like, "Okay, this is good. Okay, all right, you want to open up a lounge?" And he wanted to borrow. Oliver was like, "Well, how much do you need? I need to invest. How much you need? Well, I need $30,000." And Oliver said, "I got $5,000." I just, how can I say that without being canceled? Okay. How are you shopping for a lounge? I don't even know this lounge is out. And if it's out, please send it to me before I get to this read. And you don't have the funding. That's just like, I'm at the car shop with no down, knowing that you need a down payment, but I'm there anyway, wasting time. How you say you about to open up a whole lounge and you ain't got the funding? Do you know you got to have funding? You got to have the license, the bar, you got to have the liquor license. And that's a process. That costs a coin. And I'm like, and you asking Oliver for $30,000. Now, if the lounge open up next month, because Markel's here, I think that's congratulations. I'm only judging what I'm seeing, right? I'm only judging what I'm saying. If it's open up next month, I'll be there. It's in there. Okay? So if he have a lounge open up next month, I want to see it, because I've seen many girls say they want to open up lounge and bars and it gets shut down the next month or two. I've had brought people into my home that said they own businesses and stuff like, in the business, it was thriving 1 month and then the next month it's gone because it wasn't the proper licensing and stuff like that. Somebody I've known personally opened up a whole, try to have a club, didn't even have his whole liquor license and got shut down. So you got to be, and it was not, but I've seen a lot of that. So I want to see it open up, and I want to see it to be successful. And you know what I'm going to do when that lounge open up? I'm going to attend that lounge. I'm going to buy some drinks, and I'm going to do a review of the lounge, of the experience. And I want to meet DeAndre. But when DeAndre went to Oliver and say $30,000, I don't ain't got no $30,000. I don't think Oliver got $30,000. Absolutely not. Not 30,000. I don't think he got no $30,000. And he said, right, I give you $5,000. Now he may got $5,000. He ain't got no $30,000 stash away to give you for your lounge. Absolutely not the way he was talking to Maddie when Maddie didn't pay him, and he had to ask his mama to pay his rent. See, these girls, I'm real critical. I know these people in their real lives, right? They paint this facade that they just money in the bank, just stacks of cash, and that's not the reality. Because I remember when they did that show, the T.S. Madison Experience, and Madison said, I work hard for this money. I died for this money, or I stripped for this money. I was on the pole for this money. I was on the corner for this money. Ain't nobody touching this money. Oliver got in this feeling and said, my mama had to pay my rent. His mama. So I don't know if that's the same. Maybe his financial situation changed now. Maybe. And if it changed, congratulations, because he's doing shows and all that, getting paid. Now people will say, why are you doing all these paid shows and you still doing free shows? I don't get that. I don't get that. Still doing paid show, then you still doing stuff for free. Is they really paying you good amount? Because just because you on Netflix, or all these type of situations, that don't mean that you are getting paid fairly. Understand what I'm saying? Because I used to think that people was on these reality shows, they getting paid good money. That's not always the case. And when some people won't see big money to like season 2, season 3, season 4. So I understand that. I get that. But I don't know if I would give somebody $30,000 unless you really know that person, unless you really understand the person's vision, you've been around the person, unless you're going to have ownership. Because if I'm giving you $30,000 for your lounge, I want ownership in the business. I'm going to talk with my lawyer to make sure this is legit, this is legal, and all that. I ain't just going to give no money up like that. All right. Anyway. So I love to say in the end, Oliver got the pool. Now Oliver got cakes. Like, oh my God, that guy is thick. Okay. When he took off his pants, the man is thick. Hey, Oliver. He got a body, yaddy. Like, oh my gosh, he's thick. All right. So he pushed DeAndre, pushed him in the pool. And I love that. And I screenshotted that part. I might even put that on my vision board of because I met Oliver, before Oliver, got on shows. I was in Atlanta and I met Oliver. And I'm just so happy to see Oliver being himself. Now, me and Oliver didn't see eye to eye because he was mad at me when I was criticized. He sent me an email when that library situation happened. I had your back. Yeah, right. You probably was being shady. And Oliver, you know what I'm saying? Oliver he was getting upset at me doing commentary and stuff like he was reading. And I'm like this. Y'all want to be celebrities, so y'all gonna be criticized. All right. This is small potatoes when you go into the mainstream. So I'm preparing y'all for the mainstream. All right. Anyway, and I wanted to hire him to be my editor. He declined it because me and Maddie fell out. Y'all hear me? Give y'all some tea. I wanted to hire him. We was in communication and he stopped at the last minute not to do my editing, my visuals for my show because me and Maddie fell out. And I never met Maddie. When I catfished somebody in Dallas, Maddie, her makeup artist, She contacted the makeup artist and wanted to interview the makeup artist about me. These people act like they don't know me. And she reached out to the makeup artist and wanted to interview that brother. And Armand reached out to him too. They wanted to do an episode about how I catfished him. They wanted to do a whole show. He told me while I was in his bedroom. I was in his bed. He shared it to me. He said, Maddie reached out to me and Armand. They wanted me on the show. I was in his bed. And these people act like they don't know who I am. And soon when there was some controversy, they reached out to him. And when I was outside at Marty's, minding my own business, drinking my drink, dancing, meeting folks, he reached out to me on Jack. And we did what we did. So, Paul, we have a 100% success rate of catfishing. Because that was the only holdout. And it took me 4 years to finally get him in bed. And he invited me to his home. Okay? So if he do an interview, it ain't going nowhere. I couldn't believe it. He said, Maddie T.S. Madison. Call the girl. What's going on with the catfish? Why you need to know? That ain't none of your business. This ain't nothing concerning about makeup. You being messy. Shouldn't you be on bros that didn't sell? Did nobody watch it? Shouldn't you be on your show that got canceled, only came one season? Shouldn't you be worried about Foxhole and Monique and all them other people? Why you worried about Wiley? And I was surprised. I wasn't shocked. But Armand, he reached out. Now, you said you ain't going to do no commentary on Wiley. But you called him. And he told me everything. He didn't want to. I said, tell him, who, what? Wow. He shared it all. Everything. The two leading people that act like they don't know that I exist wanted to do an interview about me catfishing. But it is not a scandal because I share everything to my audience. It went nowhere. All right. So I just had to share that. So that was scene 6. We in scene 7. Trey Howard was meeting his daddy, Dior, at a restaurant. And they were talking about how Kesey, I hope I'm saying this right, Astro, they were talking about the different group. And then Trey said, Trey, he's messy. I love Trey because he's always messy, but he get the tea. He was like, well, Robert got an issue with you, daddy. And Dior said that Robert, he thought him and Robert were cool. Like we were good. And he said, me and Robert used to live together. And I think someone with Jarrell, and he was like, you don't know what Jarrell going through. Then Trey had felt a little upset. I would say a little in his feelings because he felt like Dior was taking up for the ex and not really taking up for his son, Trey Howard. And then Dior was like, you don't know what he's going through. And then Trey Howard was like, I sent a text. And Dior was like, well, you should call if you're going through something instead of putting it through a text. And Trey is going through a lot. He have daddy issues. He's young, relationship problem. What Trey Howard is going through is growing pains. He's a young African-American gay man that have his trials and tribulations. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to make it in the fashion industry. Don't really have a relationship with his dad. That reminds me of me and I have a relationship with my dad. Dior really don't have a relationship with his dad. And so that's a lot of brokenness. And the reason why I want to get on these shows to echo that a lot of these people need therapists. Let's just keep it real. A lot of these people need real therapy. They need some mental health counseling because they have a lot of brokenness that they're going through. And a lot of times, your gay daddy can't help you because he's not an expert in this area. And so I see a lot of this brokenness and this sadness. And a lot of times you need to sit on somebody's couch and work through your issues, right? And that's why I sense that for him. But I love me some Trey Howard because he gets to the T. He's messy. I love him. And so when I come on there, you know, I would bring that more mental health, mental illness piece that is missing in reality television, especially in the gay scene, because a lot of mental illnesses in the gay community. And a lot of them, they get on drugs because they don't want to get the help. So they get on crystal meth and cocaine and heroin. And they try to, instead of them getting help, they try to self-medicate. And I love the fact that they're embracing a hug. And Dior apologized. This is why I love Dior. Because Dior apologized to his son because he saw the hurt. And Dan Trey said, I'm sorry for crying. Let's hug. Let's get embraced. I love that scene. Out of this entire thing, that was like one of my favorite scenes. Now, scene 8, I think this is the last one, when Robert Ray, he showed up to his September to Remember event. Then Teddy showed up first. Then Kiki Oliver came, and Kesey came, and Astro and Jeff, all of them was there. And Robert Ray was like, Oliver, what you doing here? One thing I like about Oliver, the girl brings the drama. And I don't care what city Oliver attends, he is reality TV gold. Out of all the reality TV people, Oliver master what you need to do when you do a reality show. So he came there and Robert was like, who invited you? I'm like, do you want me? And Oliver was like, do you want me to leave? Why are you calling me out? And I knew Oliver was going to be in his feelings. Then Robert walked away a little bit and Oliver was like, I don't understand why he just picked me up out of the whole group. And Robert was like, he's still talking like you can leave. And then they finally talked, and I guess Oliver saw how attractive Robert looked, and they got in a hug. He started rubbing on his outer, rubbed on his shoulder too. And then Jeff was like, oh my God, I love the outfit that you got on. It is and then Jeff said, oh, he got wet. So he ain't ready to go to no straight club talking like that. He said he got wet because Robert is just everything. Okay. Robert is everything. I love that man. And he just dominated good fashion. I'm really, he kept calling Oliver Rolling Ray. He kept calling that man Rolling. I'm like, Oliver ain't in no wheelchair. Rolling. He kept calling this man Rolling Ray, doing the whole thing. Okay. And so that I love that. It was great. And then all of the people was introducing themselves and the rappers were rapping. I'm like, go ahead. Y'all doing it. I'm loving it. And then it was Dior's turn. He's like, I ain't gonna ask you. Rob was in his feelings. And then Dior was like, well, I'm King Dior, King Beautiful, blah, 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 introduced himself. And Robert was like, listen, I'm having issue. My vibe is all, I need to talk to Dior. So he took Dior outside. They went outside. And so like the next episode is going to be them talking. I can't wait to see that confrontation. I love it because they have some history. I love their entire thing. Listen, this show is produced by Markel. I think he's the executive producer, right? He did a great job. It did not do too much in the first episode. Usually, typically, a first episode of a new season, you got to introduce the new cast because it's majority new people. He spoon-fed us about everybody. My favorite, I think, that is going to dominate this season is Robert, Trey Howard. Robert, Trey Howard, and King Dior. And then you got to watch out for Kiki. Now, I'm looking forward to her because she have a story. I mean, I'm loving the cast. Like, it was good. It kept me entertained. I wasn't boring. I wasn't bored. Great storytelling. Crystal clear about what storyline is going to go on. I am going to continue to watch the show. Like I said, I was going to commit to review the show. And when I review a show, I review a show. I don't listen to any of my competitors when they review a show. I don't do it to kiss anybody, but I have to give you my real raw, opinion about the show, right? I don't go in the chat. If you notice, I don't be in the chat anymore. I watch the episode when it's off the air and I go back, I pause, write my notes and stuff like that because I don't never want to get too cozy with the people where I can't give my opinion. I don't operate like that. I got to be able to give my opinion about the cast. I got to give you a little history. I got to do that. Okay, now I did like is it Barbie Rose? Ari? Yes, I did like. I think her artist name is Barbie Rose. I like her. I would love for her to be on Chasing Dallas. I love her talent. Her gift is everything. I love her. Like, I want to make sure that I said it right. Give me a second. Because her artist name is, I hope I said it right. Give me a second. Did I say it right? Give me a second. Because it's Barbie Rose. I hope I'm saying it right because I did subscribe. I did follow Barbie Bank Rose. Thank you. Okay, yeah. I love her music because I actually downloaded one of her songs in my iTunes. Yes, I did. So I love it. And so Markel, camera operator, producer. I love it. I think Markel is great. And I'm going to get a little bit messy. The reason why I think Reese G wouldn't have worked for a long term because Reese wanted to be the star. And when you're trying to produce and be in front of the camera, it gets sticky. I love the fact that Markel is behind the camera. Okay. I believe he did another show, Millennials of Dallas, I believe. I love the fact that Markel is behind the camera. He's allowing other people to shine. With Reese G, he dominated the cameras. And it backfired on him. And then he got in his feelings. And then he ended the reunion. You never do that. You always got to think what is best for the show. And what Reese should have did, he should have pulled back and did more behind the scenes work. But he wanted to be the star. He wanted to be the superstar. That's what he wanted to be and everything like that. Then he worked with another organization, didn't work, got fired from that organization, and now he finally created his own. He wanted me to do a dating show, but I said no. I declined to do a dating show. Not doing it. I don't want to do a dating show. I don't see myself dating a man, so that definitely will not work. No. And it's on a new network. If come back to me when you establish 5 years later. No. If I'm going to join a brand, they got to be established. Because I'm coming in established. So I don't want to do a startup. Not gonna have decline. Now, if we do like a sit down confrontation or conversation, something like that, then maybe I would do something like that. But I'm not doing no dating show. I don't want to date no man. I don't want to be married to no man. I'm totally against that. I'm not gonna do it. It ain't gonna come out right. And so I'm not gonna do it. I'm not interested. And so he, and stuff like that. But I do like the fact that he got one of my good girlfriends on there. I like that. But I believe like Chasing, out of all the franchise, they are more established with name recognition. They're more established and stuff like that. And I love that. Like the Chasing reality franchise, I really, really love that as well. Like Chasing Atlanta and Chasing Dallas are two. And also, even though Chasing LA, I love that as well. But like I said, LA needs somebody else because it was too much, and they need a shakeup at the LA franchise. But other than that, I love the Chase reality franchise because I remember when I would review the show, they will post some of my clips in that episode, and I loved it because I was heavy into LGBT content, and they have always showed me love, even when me and Dario fell out, and he liked what I said. Because most of the time, these people fall out with me. It's by my opinion. It ain't that I slept with a man. It ain't that I robbed them. It's about something I said on my show. And that's what everybody don't want to come on the Wiley Show, because you know why everybody don't want to come on this show? Because you don't know what questions I'm going to ask. It's very unpredictable. Okay? That's everybody don't want to sit on the Wiley Show because you don't know what questions I'm going to ask you. And that's what I love the role like that. But I'm nice. I go to the club. I'm now starting to go out to club. I talk to everybody. I talk to Robert. We embrace. I talk to Dior. I love Dior. I love, and I will come up to you and I will say, I'm your biggest fan. You are the, I think I told Dior, you are the face of the franchise. I believe I told him that. I said, you finally, this is good. And so I meet everybody. If I see you, I talk to you. Hey! But when I do a show, this is business. And I got to deliver for my audience. My audience know when I'm playing games with them. They know when I'm playing games with them. So I got to keep it real. So make sure y'all go and watch Chasing Dallas season 4 and get caught up on all the seasons. If you take the time, it ain't gonna take that long for you to watch these episodes. Go watch the new season because it's a new cast and the Chasing Dallas. Just type it in your phone right now, Chasing Dallas, and you will see it, and you will be the first. And I sent you there. Okay. Yes, I would love to host a reunion show because I love the cat. Because most of the time when they hire these people, most of the time when they hire these hosts to host the reunion, either A, they kiss butt, or B, the hosts don't know. I can tell they ain't know nothing about the season. They just there for the numbers, right? It is time for a reunion host that is controversial, that's going to bring something new to reunion shows. They got to be Wiley. If I host a reunion show, I got to be me. I got to be able to ask the tough questions. I got to be able to bring that Wiley energy to the product. And a lot of times they definitely do that. Yeah, because season 4 is like new. Y'all don't have to go to the other seasons because this is a whole new cast, whole brand new people. Thank you for that, Markel. So yes, I will bring that different energy. Okay. And when I come and do it, everybody from Madison to Armand, everybody going to talk about it because I'm going to deliver. And I'm bringing in an audience that typically probably would never tune in to watch that product. But because Wiley is on there, I'm going to watch it because Wiley is there. Because I've worked very hard to build an audience that follow me wherever I go. And they will be right there watching that reunion with me there. Because I will ask the very tough questions, right? We had Jaguar Wright on. She ran. He had tough questions here. I remember I was invited, the first and only time I was invited by Raheem Brazil. And he invited me to Atlanta, Georgia. That's when I first met Oliver. And so I was invited by Raheem Brazil. Okay. And he said, Brandon Carson going to be there. Raheem going to be. He invited me. I'm there. Whoosh, representing the Wiley Show. And this was like this is like way before the pandemic, right? I'm there with my notebook, my camera, everything. So they do a Q&A, and nobody was really asking the tough questions. So I stood up. I said, I have a question. I'm representing the Wiley Show, and about him. A lot of you all probably don't look at these people as celebrities, but this is an international platform, international show. But my question is to Brandon Carson. How did it make you feel when Gary LeVar replaced you in About Him because you made a post to leave the franchise? How did that make you feel to get replaced by Gary LeVar? And Gary LeVar was sitting on the same platform, and the audience was like, and you should have seen Brandon Carson's face. It's like that hurt. It was still fresh, and he was. And Raheem was like, "Oh, we over there." I said, "You may be over it, but the general public want to answer to that question." Okay, so we asked the tough question. I mean, the audience was like, "Ooh," like it was like, "Whoa!" And I asked it, and I don't want to apologize. And me and Brandon, we talked that day. He said, I'm going to give you an interview because out of everybody, I got the history Okay, I got the history, or I got really the history, and we building up a relationship. So whenever we do a sit down interview, it's gonna be a good one. Okay, but I've already called Markel about the reunion. I've already called Ardario. I reached out because I wanted to make it known. And if they don't pick me, that is fine. It's always next season. I don't get in my feel if I don't get picked, because I understand business. I get it. But I want to put the request in, and my followers are going to put the request in. All right. And people will watch when Wiley hosts, and I'm talking with people with money, what I'm saying, will watch and everything like that. So everything like that. So okay. Now that would be good, me there, because this is what I don't want to see. I don't want to see an outside of the Dallas market host the reunion. That is an insult to people that in the city that have a blog that is reviewing the blog with an audience that give a detailed count of the show. I believe they should have top priority, in my humble opinion. I don't believe that it should be an outsider that wasn't not in the Dallas market, don't go to the Dallas club, don't know the, you know what I'm saying, and don't really talk about the show, but just going to host it because they would bring probably numbers, but I would bring them asses in the seats as well. Okay? I would bring what? They would be there. Okay? And it would be one of the best reunion show, because I'm sitting there, because I'm the best. So the best is there with the cock eye. Oh, we gonna get into some things, okay? All right. So that was my review in here, and I spent the whole hour in this, and we will continue to talk about the show. We're gonna be back next week covering the show as well. Okay, and be on the lookout, because we may have some special guests from Chasing Dallas on our show, so just be on the lookout. All right, now you guys, here we go. Wow. Make sure y'all like, share. We are live right now. I want to get into this really quickly, and I know this is going to upset a lot of people, but we got to talk about Andre Montgomery and Tim Montgomery, I believe so, right? He was accused of orchestrating to delete his nephew. And so he deleted he paid a hitman to delete his nephew. His nephew was a young man, inspired to be a rapper. Tim was the creator of Sweetie Pies. He helped pitch the show, according to these court documents. And he said that he should get a lighter sentence because he helped his nephew get into school, that he wasn't a part of this, that he should get, I believe they're trying to get 20 years in prison. Okay? He want to get 20 years. So, all the people, everybody that did it got a lighter sentence because they cooperated with the federal prosecutors. And this is why I was trying to about Bishop Whitehead. The federal prosecutors, when they come after you, you good as in prison, right? And Tim's still in prison saying that he didn't do this. He wrote on his Facebook page. Let me see if I can give me a second. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Hold on. If I can find it. Hold on 1 second. What is Tim? Is it? Okay, I don't see him on here. Do anybody have Tim Instagram? If y'all have his Instagram, post his Instagram in the chat. If y'all have his Instagram, post his Instagram. And he is definitely very dangerous. And I do believe he's going to serve a decent amount of time in prison. But he posted on his IG. Give me a second. All right. Because I don't see his Instagram popping up. Oh, is it Tim Norman? Okay, hold on. Oh, okay. Let me see. Okay, I found it. So this is what he posted on his IG. Let's do a screenshot. I found it. Thank you so very much. I spelled it wrong. Thank you. Okay. This is what this man posted on his IG, and I want to make sure I bring it to y'all attention. He posted, "Thank you for all your prayers. I'm still in disbelief. The fans know 100% I did not do those insurance policies." But the jury didn't get to hear that. And not one person got on the stand and said that I told them to hurt my nephew. They destroyed my name and image so you guys wouldn't search for the truth. You didn't make the insurance policy, but you hire a person to make the policy to put on your nephew, right? You are saying the jury didn't get to hear it. What about your lawyers? You had these expensive lawyers that your mama is paying for, right? All of this stuff. They destroyed my name image. No, you destroyed your name image when you got greedy. There is no way in God's green earth that you should have did this to your nephew when you were next in line to be an owner of all the Sweetie Pies franchise, so all of the restaurants. You stole from your mama. You kept opening up restaurants behind her back. She had to sue you. And the only reason why she haven't thrown you to the wolves is because she said on the interview, it's just like a marriage, you know, you my son. And she took your side because you her son at all. She know deep down in her heart that you guilty, that you did that. But she can't, she's stubborn. She can't come out publicly and throw you to the wolves because you still her son, her only living son, right? So you had everything. You had money. You was greedy. You were greedy. You put a stain on the Sweetie Pies franchise for your wicked behavior. You were wrong for taking out your nephew and paying somebody to take out your nephew and doing it and putting insurance so it can fatten up your pockets. You were wrong. It is evidence that you tried to cash in on the policy, but they flagged it as fraudulent and started and reported you to the authorities. Do you know most insurance companies have a division, fraud division, that if you got a huge policy and this person just so happened to pass away, get deleted by gun violence, you don't think they're going to question it? It's going to be flagged for review? Come on, bruh. You were wrong. And posting in these court documents saying that you put your nephew in a music school and that you were in prison and you started to do the arts and all of that. That may be true that you did it, but you still cooperated to delete your nephew. You did that, sir. And you were wrong. And that wasn't nothing but greed. For the love of money is the root of all evil. You love money so much that you hired someone to take out your nephew. And the people you hired turned against you. And even we have to go back about Jenny from Basketball Wives when she said you was crazy and she had to get a restraining order. And it's just so sad. Your son have to grow up because you are a public figure that your daddy, and I know the mama have to explain to the son about what's going on because you know kids are cruel. They found out telling your daddy and your son was all on television. So yet he got to deal with this thing for the rest of his life because his father was too greedy for money. And you put all of that on your mother in distress. And the mother ain't no good because she wasn't no good herself. Somebody stole money from her safe and they started blaming Andre. And Andre said, "Grandmother, I didn't do it." And I'm afraid for my life. Tim gonna take me out. And the grandmother took Miss Sweetie Pie and started arguing with the grandson. And nowhere near asked Tim to take a lie detector test. So I don't feel bad for you. No, you need the needle, in my humble opinion. You take a life, the state should be able to take yours. That's what I believe. And it's so sad that Andre family have to grieve for the loss, and it makes it even so disturbing that their son and brother life ended by the hands or orchestrated by his own nephew, uncle, by his own uncle. That have to be greatly great. You got, ooh, that's a lot. So I'm praying for Andre's family. And it's something about Miss Robbie because you surrounded by death and people. And I mean, I don't even want to be associated with that family. I'm so glad I didn't eat that at that food, because I don't even want to eat that chicken because she's surrounded by too much death. Wow. Ain't no way. I mean, they daddy died. Like, when you look at a family and they got a history of violence, people in their life, they die young, don't be too quick to open up your legs to that family. Don't be too quick. That's just too much. Let's move on. I gotta move on. I'm just being 100% real. That's a little bit too much. Oh, I forgot to put Nicki Minaj picture on here, but don't worry. I'll just put her name on the banner. All right. Monique. My name is Monique. I am so happy that she got her comedy special coming out in April on Netflix. I'm super excited. I cannot wait for this show to come out, and y'all can see a master at place getting it, delivering her amazing content. I would have loved to have been in the promo, but I'm just so happy I was there to witness it in the audience, man. I can't wait for April to get here because I am such a fan of Monique. I've been a fan of Monique for years. I loved her in Three Strikes. I loved her. Just so many things. The Soul Play. I loved her in the Parkers. I just love it. I love it. Mm, 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 mm. Wow. I love it. And when I looked at her on stage, I was like, this is why she was able to continue to feed her family, because she was funny. And most time, Monique didn't even want to be an actress. She wanted to go to Hollywood to be a talk show host. Yeah, she wanted to be a talk show host. And when I was watching the reading, oh my gosh, when I tell you that Monique did that, baby, it shocked me because I'm watching the reading on BET Plus, and it's a person that can talk to the dead, right? So Monique lose her family by home invasion, right? She had a Alexa, and then they hit her and cut her finger and whatever. Whole family get wiped out. So the person, one of the people in that can talk to the dead, they get offered to go to Monique's house, and I want to go to Monique's house. And they go to Monique's house, and Emma is her name, is the character name, Emma. So they go to Emma's house, that's Monique. And so the person her blood pressure going on, she was seeing stuff. And she saw, and then Monique was like, how did she know this? How did she know the move? And then she told her worker, make it stop. And then she said, you need to stop. They said, we can't stop it. And then Monique went there and she put in a code and locked the house because she had all them cameras and locked the house. Then she went back to the table and she started smiling. Tell your friends why they can't leave. Because she the one that deleted her family, took her family out. And it went to a flashback of Monique doing, I was like, what? She deleted her entire family. Emma. That was crazy. And it was scary, and then it got to comedy. And the reader knew all of it. And she knew the reader was real because she exposed it all. And she started saying something. She said, oh man. And she started smiling. She said, tell your friends why you can't, why I can't let them go. And she shot people like, yeah, it was something. It was good. Like, it was so good. I watched that movie twice, but the first time I watched it, and it's on BET Plus. The first time I watched it, I was like, I was scared because I thought I heard rumbling and crumbling in my house. I'm like, oh my gosh, you know. And I don't know if that reader stuff is real because I remember when T.S. Madison had a reader in her house. I don't know is that real. I don't want nobody. I don't want to talk to the dead. Like I don't unless I need to get somebody's social security number to get to see what they left, the insurance papers and blah 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 that. But I don't want to really be talking to the dead. Like, is that real? Do that exist? Can you really talk to the dead? Is it real? I'm asking a question. Comment in the chat. Is that real when you can talk to the dead? Is that real? Well, let me know. Is psychics real? All right. Somebody said no. Comment below in the chat. Somebody said try it. Okay. I said Wiley used to try. I don't know who would I want to speak to. Okay, I'm gonna try it. Be part 2 of the reading cause Monique possessed the girl body at the yacht. I believe it's gonna be part. I'm gonna watch it. Is it real? It's called A Medium. Is it real? But I do believe my late father come to me in a dream we didn't speak to. Okay. Somebody said call Michael Jackson. All right, let's go. Okay, I just want to know, is it real? That's all I want to know. Is it real? That's what I want to know. 1 second. Is it real? Because that looked real to me. And the way how she did her voice. How did she know this? They talk to the dead in the Bible. Okay. Somebody, I was going to go there. Okay. It's in the Bible. They did talk. We gonna talk about that. That's in that. I'm gonna find some scripture. They did talk to the dead in the Bible, and I believe they talked to one of the prophets. He didn't want to be bothered, so we gonna do a scripture on that. Okay. Now let's we gonna get into our other topic here. And this topic, oh my gosh, is just breaking news all over. Nicki Minaj and Nosey Heaux, a YouTuber by the name of, she goes by Nosey Heaux. For she have bipolar. She is a is a sex worker, and Nicki Minaj is suing her. So I'm going to read you all this article on exclusive on allhiphop.com. And the title read, Nicki Minaj demands blogger pay up for dissing her kid and annoying the lawsuit. Nicki Minaj sued blogger Nosey Heaux, who accused the rapper of being a crackhead in 2022. Nicki Minaj requested a default judgment in her defamation lawsuit against the blogger Nosey Heaux. According to court documents obtained by All Hip Hop, Nicki Minaj's lawyer, Drew Bristing, asked the clerk of the court to issue a certificate of default on Thursday, February the 23rd. Bristing said Nosey Heaux failed to respond to the lawsuit. Defendants have not answered or otherwise moved with respect to the complaint, and the time for them to do so has expired, Nicki Minaj's lawyer wrote. Nicki Minaj sued Nosey Heaux in September 2022. Attorney Bobby, who's representing Green, agreed to accept service for the blogger in October 2022. Nicki Minaj's lawyer served Nosey Heaux by emailing a copy of the summons and complaint to her attorney in October 2022. Nicki Minaj's lawyer proposed extending the deadline to respond in December 2022. The court approved the request, setting a new deadline of January 16, 2023, but Nicki Minaj's lawyer never heard back from Nosey Heaux. Nicki Minaj pursued legal action against Green after the blogger accused the rapper of using cocaine. The 40-year-old artist also took issues with remarks about her child. This is a quote. The defendants herein have outrageously defamed Nicki Minaj by posting a video on her Twitter page in which the defendant, Nosey Heaux, who goes, Nosey, I'm going to just say her YouTube name, falsely and maliciously stated that Nicki Minaj is a cokehead who is shoving all this coke up her nose. Nicki Minaj's lawyer wrote in the lawsuit. Further evidence a fundamental lack of decency. Nosey Heaux also posted vile comments about Nicki Minaj's 1-year-old son. While those comments are not actionable, they are nonetheless demonstrate why punitive damages should be awarded in this case. Nicki Minaj's lawyer insisted his client never used cocaine. The lawyer claimed that Nosey Heaux acted with actual malice because she knew the allegation was false, or at least knew there were high probability that it was false. Nicki Minaj is seeking at least $75,000 in damages. So I don't know what happened to her lawyer. What happened to her lawyer? I don't know what happened to her lawyer, because her lawyer must have dropped her, or her lawyer could not get Nosey Heaux to comply and listen to his legal strategy. Nosey Heaux did something very damaging by saying those disgusting lies about Nicki Minaj. And when she said those disgusting lies about Nicki Minaj, she couldn't bag it up by being factual. And the lawyer went on Armand's show, but now the lawyer is radio silence. Radio silence. Where's Bobby? Bobby, where you at? He's a trial lawyer. And he nowhere to be found. And give me a second here. I'm trying to find his number. Give me a second. Let's see if we can call the lawyer. Give me a second.
Thank you for calling Samini Bears and Cats. How can I help you?
Yes, hello, hi. This is Mr. Wiley, and an article just came out on allhiphop.com concerning one of his clients. I want to know, is he still representing the blogger Nosey Heaux?
I can't give any of that information out, but I can have someone give you a call back.
Yes, can you have him to give me a call back, please? Because I would like,
What's your name?
My name is Marquise, Marquise.
And which case are you inquiring about?
I'm inquiring about the Nicki Minaj because he was representing Marley Green in the Nicki Minaj defamation lawsuit.
And your phone number?
Yes, my phone number is 972-674-9462.
And where are you calling from?
Yes, I'm calling for Dallas, Texas.
Okay, I will give him the message.
Please do. And what's your name, ma'am?
My name is Andrea.
Andrea, thank you so very much for answering my call.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, so we talked to Andrea. Hold on 1 second. So I want to know, do he still represent Nosey Heaux? I know it's Friday. You probably on the yacht. I want to know. So this is what I do. I said, let me find a number. And I call folks. And I want to know, do he still represent Nosey Heaux? Nosey Heaux is a dangerous woman. I mean, she's the type of woman, she got on the watch list because the terrorist watch list, because she started dragging veterans and burning up the American flag. This America, what you burning up the flag? Burning up American flag. She got banned on Blog Talk Radio for harassing veterans. She got blocked, deleted off of YouTube because she was harassing police officers and cussing them out on camera. She also harassed Monica from All About the Tea and was calling random Monicas and cussing them out and recording it all over her show. This is a very dangerous woman. I call her a witch. Very dangerous. She believes in witchcraft. And also, she be teaching people about how to move their yoni and stuff like that. And she puts spells on it as well to make people peen work and jump and all that type of stuff. She do all type of dangerous things. She even posted my video of the library situation to drag me and do all these disgusting type of behaviors. And yes, she said some very disgusting things about Nicki Minaj's son. So she did some very dangerous, treacherous things. And I'm glad that Nicki Minaj is going to finally get justice for this. You just can't go around saying somebody done coke, snorting coke without evidence or proof. Like, come on. And then she was represented by this lawyer, and we called. I want to know, do she still represent the lawyer? All right. If the lawyer didn't submit a response to the court and missed the deadline, he's not representing her anymore. That's what I'm saying. He's probably not representing her anymore. Okay. Because he didn't respond to it. And this is a trial lawyer with history. Okay. So I don't know. Maybe she should have learned from Tasha. Tasha said all that stuff about Cardi B. Said the lady got bumps. And she had to pay almost close to $4 million. And now she doing so much content now. You seen so much. She go live every day. Live all on her app, selling t-shirts on Bingo. She got a live show selling tickets. Because she got to pay back the millions to Cardi B. So Nosey should have learned from that. If you're going to talk that talk, at least respond. Now, one thing I can say that Nosey did not do, Tasha responded to it and went to court and seen it all the way. She lost. But Nosey don't have Tasha K type of funding. Ain't nobody taking that class about Yoni. It look like ain't nobody taking her class, teaching them about how to take Yoni and smell it and eat it. They ain't taking that class like that. She ain't hardly had no clients like that. Most of her income was on YouTube. Then she had warrants. How you talking all that crack out about 15 warrants and bad debt? And let's go to that really quickly. So I'm gonna go to this is from Nicki Minaj Instagram page. Hold on, let me take that off for y'all can see the whole thing. Give me 1 second. This from Nicki Minaj Instagram page. She said, "Oops, not a string of criminal charges, bail jumping, and bad debts." Child, wait till y'all see. This is from Nicki Minaj page. And then she also wrote this. You dudes can all thank Marley Green is going down. This is from Nicki Minaj. Then Nicki Minaj, then it said it's an article. When this case is over, she will no longer be permitted to use the name Nosey Heaux because we would take her trademark from her when she does not have enough money to pay the judgment. Anyone else who spread lies about Nicki will suffer a similar fate. He continued, my marching orders are to aggressively sue anyone with a media or social media following who damages her with intentional lies. Eventually, the lesson will be learned. Then also, this is Nicki Minaj. She said this quote. Now let's hope the people you guys are doing all this dirty work for love you enough to hire top-notch lawyers for you and to pay your bills once I own your blogs and your shows. Those IG pages y'all tried to protect so bad. Couple of artists in the folder too. I'll own your publishing duds or whatever she tried to say. All right. So that was Nicki. Okay. So we're gonna open up the phone lines. If y'all want to call in, so bear with me. We live a little earlier today. Just to see how it is. We live a little earlier today because I don't know if I'm gonna go to my Trey Songz concert, but we live a little earlier today, and we're gonna open up the phone lines. I'm gonna post a number in the chat so you all can have it, okay? And I'm gonna post the number on the screen so you all can have it. All right. Give me a second. Not 972-674-9462 is the number. Okay. Great content, Wiley. Thank you. All about the tea. Love you. I love me some Monica, y'all. Thank you so very much for that $20 super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for doing that. Thank you, Monica, from All About the Tea. The super chat. Thank you for the super chat. All right, what is y'all thoughts? Do y'all agree with this? Where's the Nosey whole fans? They just left her hanging. Then she knows she got to pay back this money. I'm hearing that Nicki is cooperating with the authorities to find her, to get her arrested, and she trying to hide. No hide. Now you talk all that stuff. Don't hide. And no hide. Come on. The number 972-674-9462. You hiding now. You wasn't hiding when you was harassing Monica's all around the country. You just harassed because you wanted to expose Monica, and you harass her blog and harass her people. It's just like now you have to deal with the consequences. You were wrong. Come on. Hello, welcome to the Wiley Show.
Hey, Wiley, how you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about the Nosey Heaux.
Yes, ma'am.
I was wondering now, did she lose her page? Because I haven't seen her on YouTube.
She privated her page, like she hid her page, because apparently I'm hearing word on the street that she got some warrants that she got to address and she's trying to hide. Like, why would you do this knowing that you got warrants? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just don't understand that.
Yeah, I mean, she was angry. I used to watch her, but it's like she's talking down to the people who support her, and just like, so I stopped watching her. But I think, you know, this new trend with celebrities suing bloggers, I don't like it. I mean, you got to have a tough skin.
Tell us why. Tell us why you don't like it.
I mean, when, like you were saying earlier, when you were talking about chasing Dallas, you was like, when you're a celebrity, you have to have a thick skin, a tough skin, or whatever. Why are y'all so bothered by these people? Like, don't watch them. Y'all still making y'all money. Like, anything a blogger say about Nicki Minaj is really not gonna make a difference. Yeah, people talk stuff or whatever, but I don't like this new trend of celebrities suing bloggers. I didn't like when Cardi B did it, even though people think Tasha K deserved it or whatever. I don't like Nicki Minaj doing it because it's like, okay, now you're a follower. You follow everybody. And this supposed to be the woman you love to hate. Now you following in her footsteps. You know, I don't like it, Wiley. What you think?
Well, I would tell you this: you may not like it, but if somebody say you a crackhead and your children is crack babies, you would feel a different kind of way.
No, I wouldn't. I
wouldn't feel no type of way?
No.
So if somebody on a national platform say that you a crackhead, your children are crack babies, getting all these clicks and views, you won't feel no type of way?
Nope, I'd be Beyonce to the BS. Like, why? I know.
So you won't sue. So you're the type of person you're not gonna sue.
I'm not gonna sue. If I was Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, Beyonce, even myself, somebody called my kids crackheads, all right. But sue them, like, no, I just don't like these celebrities suing bloggers. You know, I just don't like it.
I think, like, if you go that far saying I say sue because it's good clicks and views, you know what I'm saying? She posted the baby on her page saying that he gonna end up like his father being an R word.
I know.
So
she said a lot of vile things. Now I'm not saying what she said, you know, wasn't vile, but it's just like, okay, Nicki. I mean, everybody talking about your baby daddy husband, whatever he is, being a P, or R. You know, I don't know what we can say, what we can't say, but you know, that don't bother you. It's just what they said about your baby. Like, I don't like it. I just don't like it, Wiley. I don't. I'm sorry. And if I was, you know, on such a high platform as Nicki Minaj, I wouldn't care.
You wait a minute.
I just wouldn't.
I think it's not the point that she don't care whatever, because
that means outfit.
She got the money, and if she want to be petty, Nicki got the resources to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if you're doing that and you got the resources to do it, then that just want to send a message that you can't say anything about a person on the internet. You can't, because they can sue you. And if a lot of times, if they got them, ever since Cardi B and the success rate that she had with this lawsuit, I know that like a fire under these celebrities, like, okay, we're gonna do what Cardi did and just sue these people.
Yeah,
And now, do you hear Nosey saying that now? Where's she at? She hiding.
Yeah, absolutely. And she's a P for that. I'm not gonna because she was so, confident about, this lawsuit, like it wasn't nothing. She was so confident, being so loud. She's a wow to me, and now you gone. So I mean, I said, I didn't like it, but this is really funny how Nosey Heaux is reacting to this, because you were so up on your high horse about I said what I said, and now you had it. So yeah, it's crazy, but
All right.
that's all I want to say. Thank you.
Thank you so very much for calling in. All right.
All right, bye.
All right. Bye-bye. Hi, welcome to the Wiley Show. Welcome to the Wiley Show. Hello? You there? Hello? Okay. You there? Hello? All right. Yeah. Okay. So the number is on the screen. Call in. We have it. Okay, we got another. Hey, welcome to the Wiley Show.
Hello.
Hi, welcome.
Hi, Wiley. How are you doing?
Oh, wonderful.
Yes. Well, that's good to know. I just want to say I do love your show. I think you are funny, so I do want to let you know that before I start.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, indeed. So I just want to talk about Nicki Minaj, because I only heard that part. I know you talked about a lot of things, but I do want to speak on Nicki Minaj and the Nosey Heaux person. I'm glad that she is suing, and a lot of people are making it about Cardi B, which is crazy, like the last caller. I'm sorry, respectfully, she just didn't make any sense, and she sounded like a hidden hater. So at the end of the day, like when these blogs lie for clout and they say certain things and they think that it's funny, it's not funny, because social media has become very popular. You know what I mean? Anybody can say anything. People are so quick to believe it. So it's like, it can be very detrimental. I feel like all celebrities should start suing, because I just don't think that it's right for some of these content creators to lie, because it's not just Cardi B. It's not just Nicki Minaj. They lie on Beyonce too. And yes, Beyonce is different, but make no mistake, Beyonce has sued people too. She just won't come out. She moves in silence. So let's stop comparing these ladies to each other. They're different people. Neither three of them are the same. Cardi B is not the same as Nicki Minaj. Vice versa, Nicki Minaj and Beyonce are not the same. So I'm sick of that theory. And I just feel like if anybody is saying that Nicki Minaj is a follower, they need to grow up and they need to get a life, because I see right through it. I just feel like those type of people are people that actually agree with the Nosey Heaux girl. Because why are you telling Nicki Minaj that she wrong for suing? What do you think?
Yes, I don't think Nicki was wrong for suing, because if you're saying that I'm a crackhead, my child is
Right.
that, you have a right to sue. Most celebrities don't do it because it's time and money. But Nicki got the time and she got the money. The same
Right.
thing that happened with Cardi, and you see the direction of Tasha. It tarnished her brand, because she still haven't had an A-list celebrity on like an interview, a sit down interview on her brand. She always get the brother, the cousin, the baby mama, cousin, sister, neighbor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It destroyed it, and then she had to move from her house and move to Florida. She moved in here, moving there, because she got to pay millions to Cardi. So now she getting licensing deals, posting so much on her app, going live every day, going live on Bingo every day. But she is the cause of that, because now as I look at it, it wasn't worth it for her to go back and forth with Cardi in a lawsuit. She shouldn't have took them videos down because financially she's going to take a hit. Even if you do got $4 million saved up somewhere, that $4 million towards your children, you know, to their children, you know, for your legacy to leave to your children, you know.
Yes, and I agree with that. And I was one of those people that had felt like, you know, it wasn't worth it. Although I'm not a big fan of Cardi B because I feel like, you know, she's hypocritical. She has her own set of bloggers that do the exact same thing. But in Tasha K's, I would say in Tasha K's situation, she should have kind of, you know, apologized and she should have just took the higher road. But, you know, sometimes when you're a prideful person like that, you want to prove points and, you know, you want to act like you the big kahuna. Sometimes it catches up with you. And we all know the type of person Cardi B is, but at the same time, like you said, she does have money. She does have a fan base. She does have a team behind her. So Tasha K, she could have played that completely different, but it is what it is.
And Tasha,
I just feel like
Tasha, in that regard, because I researched it, read the documents, they gave her a chance to take the videos down. She did not, and the judge said, "You're going to lose if you go to trial. Just settle." Tasha didn't want to settle. She wanted to go to trial. So everything that Tasha dealing with now is because she wanted to go through it. She didn't want to listen to the judge because the judge told her, listen, if you go through this, you're going to lose. And she said, I want to go to trial. And guess what? The judge was right because the jury found her liable. And she have to pay Cardi B millions. And she filed an appeal, but it looked like she's going to lose that. And she going to have to pay more money for the lawyer fees that the bills that Cardi accumulated while doing this appeal. So, yeah. Yeah,
I agree. And now you saw how the Nosey Heaux girl acted even after the fact, and she was still going on and on too. So it's like, you know, I don't know what be wrong with these bloggers, these content creators, especially like the ones that are Black women behind these channels. I don't know why they're so filled with such hatred. It's like, you know, at the end of the day, you don't know these people. Both Cardi B and Nicki Minaj, they've been through a lot. And even with Marley Green, that apology was trash. She continued to be condescending and messy. So I'm just glad that she is going down. But I do want more people to get sued too. I want the toss-up to get sued, and I want Gumby to get sued. And I hope that Nicki Minaj follows suit because other people aren't safe. You know, certain people have hidden their videos trying to make it seem like now they're Team Nicki and this and that and the third. No, we got you. We got all the videos, and we're going to continue to send it to Nicki Minaj. We're going to continue to clock you every single time. So don't think nothing is sweet because you're next. So that's all I have to say, Wiley.
Thank you
and
so
I love you, and you have a good day.
Thank you so very much. Thank you. This is a good me. Oh man, the number is 972-674-9462. We're gonna wait before I call. I think how many people? 1, 2, I think 1, 2, 3. Okay, hold on. Let's call back. Okay, let me call this person back. I'm gonna start calling people back. Hey, what?
Hello.
I just got reported that she deleted her page. She hid her page today. Okay, that's what she did. She hid her page today. Give me a second. Hey, you live on the Wiley Show.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
I wanted to call in real quick. This is my first time calling your show, but I watch it from time to time.
Yes.
I wanted to call in response to the lady who was just on, who was saying that she feel like the celebrity shouldn't care or whatever. She must not have no kids, for one, because my blood boils just hearing this lady, you know, defame Nicki's son because I have my own kids. And I know, like, everybody say that's not actionable. You can't sue if she's talking about the kids, but she should have kept it just at the kids. But when you go and defame somebody's character who had, you know, built this big platform, it was trending on Twitter. people actually call her to this day, and you played a role in it. Yes, I'm going to sue you.
I feel you on that. You're right about that because Nicki could potentially
The
lose.
last caller to be saying she don't care. Like, what planet are you living on? And you must not have kids, because I don't understand that at all.
Yes. Also, I want to thank
You wouldn't care if somebody's talking about your child.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah. I want to thank because somebody left me a super sticker on there. They said they posted the exclusive on there, the Wiley exclusive. So I want to thank them as well for giving a super sticker, and that was Sipping Cute for sending that super sticker. Thank you. I also want to say you have to, care, and people saying that they ain't going through it, but I guarantee that caller that called in, if your child being blasted, you call a crackhead, your child been called a crack baby, you will be suing. So
exactly. Like I got 3 kids, and my blood boils because if that was my kids, I don't care what extreme I have to go through. You gave me the fire to sue you when you said I was a cokehead, but you really lit a fire when you started talking about my child.
Absolutely.
Because maybe she would have let it roll, but to say all of them disgusting things, I watched a couple of her videos, and I literally was just sick. Like, I don't care how much hate that I have for a person, I would never talk down on somebody's child like that. So, in my opinion, she deserves everything she getting. I hope Nicki take everything she got. Period. Because I don't understand that caller. I was just listening to her like, are you serious? I don't care if every celebrity in the world sued. The difference between it is a blogger like you can talk stuff about a celebrity saying like, oh, I don't like their music, it's trash. That's an opinion. But to actually say somebody doing a substance and not have factual proof, even like she said, they talk about Nicki's husband. Okay, those are facts. There's nothing they can do about that. It's on black and white. You can't sue me for saying that if it's a fact. But to say something and not have proof, yes, I'm going to sue you. I don't care who I look like. I don't care who you feel like I'm following behind. I don't care. Like, no.
I heard that. All right. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you so very much for calling in. And this is
you be having me rolling too. You be having me rolling. I promise you, I'll be at home listening to you while I'm cleaning up and stuff, and I'll just be over here like, this man is crazy. And my husband be like, oh my God, like I'm listening to my little vlog, and he just got me going. So keep it up. Good work.
Thank you.
And you help me get through my cleaning and help me get through my day.
Thank you so very much, Mel, for that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank
Have
you.
a good night.
All right, you too. Bye-bye. Oh, man. The phone lines is open. I love that. Can I get that a lot? You had me give it a day. It was amazing. I love it. 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 And so, wow. And then she deleted her page today. I'm like, it's too late. You said what you said. They want that money. Nicki is going to see it all the way through. And now she's high. Hey, you live on the Wiley Show. How you doing?
Hey, Wiley, thank you so much for breaking this news. I did not know about this. Thank you. I want to say it's good for Nosey Heaux because Nosey Heaux was acting like a devilish kid, a devilish woman on her page. And the way that she performed, even to her girlfriend, so nasty, even to that dog. If Nicki Minaj is in the bushes, please take her dog. I want her dog. The icon want her dog. Take it and give it to me. I meet you in Queens. I'll meet you in Queens for that doggy. So now she's running. But you want to know what? She tried to be like Tasha K, the person that she disliked, and she tried to get sued so she could elevate, and now she did not elevate. She wanted the spotlight, but the spotlight is bad. It's a bad spotlight that she's getting, and everyone knows her now and don't like her. So what she did was not good. Good.
You
and she don't have that money.
She don't have the money like Tasha. See, if you want to do that page like Tasha did, you got to go through the court process. Tasha went through the entire and still going through the process. But if you ain't got that type of money, I don't think you should try to pick a page out of that book because, you know, the lawyer that Nosey did have, we called and we're gonna follow up on the lawyer on Monday. We're gonna
keep calling. They have to give you a statement. Keep calling.
Yes.
Everyone should call on behalf of the Wiley Show and get that statement.
Absolutely.
And you can run, but you cannot hide, Nosey Heaux. You can run, but you cannot hide.
Absolutely. That is facts.
I'm going back in the bushes.
That is so true. You can run, but you can't hide. The number is on the screen here. The number is 972-674-9462. Hello, you live on the Wiley Show.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
So I just want to say, like, on this topic about Nosey or whatever, I don't know. I'm kind of like in between with it because it's like she was being like vocal and doing the most or whatever, but like she ain't even the first person that started that rumor though. Like, didn't like Joe Budden start that rumor about the coke and whatnot? And ain't that like Nicki Minaj friend?
Mm-hmm. Well, I would say this. She confronted him about it, and I think they had an exchange. But the difference is when Nosey brought that up, brought the child up, she brought up other things. So it just wasn't the coke. She said the son gonna wind up being an R word, like the father. Like she said a lot of disgusting things about Minaj and her son.
Yeah, I know she did, but but she like the grounds of her suing her for defamation and stuff. That's basically about the coke, because I don't think you could just sue somebody because they said something bad about your kids.
Yes, you
but
can.
I think that a lot of you can.
Yes, you can.
Because so I could sue somebody for saying my baby ugly or something. That's what you doing now. Because
if you have the thing, you could sue. It's up to the judge or the courts to do that. But if you on a national, YouTube is international platform, you get an all.
No, I know, and I honestly I don't like that either. I don't like when people just talk about people so bad. They know they got all these viewers that stand them, and then they take everything that they say to heart. So then these people, they be losing like listeners, and people don't want to stream their album because somebody said this and that. So I know that, you know, Nicki be taking hits and stuff just like all them girls do. I think Cardi take hits. I think Lotto finna take hits now. I think all them girls taking hits because social media is running everything right now. Like the blogs and like, you know, YouTubers, they running, you know, like the public opinion of things. Shoot, they almost ain't even want Tory to go to jail. And that was just public opinion. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I understand, you know what I'm saying? But that's why I'm saying I'm up against the fence or whatever about it, because I can understand why they want to sue. But I'm like, okay, but she ain't the first person that said it was cocaine or whatever. But she did the most when she talked about that lady baby. I don't think she was trying to copy Tasha K. I don't even think that she had had enough range for Nicki to even see her. Because when she first got caught up with that, she was like, why she want to sue me? I don't even have that many subscribers. I don't know why. Like, I don't even think she was aiming for a lawsuit. I think she just naturally got a nasty mouth. And like, Nicki just caught her and was like, no, I gotta get you or whatever. But I do think it is funny though. Like, you know, I have yet to see Nicki address them other people that was saying some of the same stuff about her before Nosey Heaux, and she actually be doing little shows with them every now and then or whatever. So we ain't gonna go too much up in that, but yeah. And then she forgave Joe, and he started it, and he got a way bigger platform than Nosey and everybody else. But I think that Cardi and Nicki or whatever, I think they be suing people because they really from the hood and they really just want to bust these girls' head. Because that's what I do if somebody was talking about my baby or whatever. You know, I'll just go ahead, knock them upside their head. But you can't be doing that when you rich like that. Well, I mean, I guess maybe Cardi can. She sent a couple people with some bottles. But other people, they doing lawsuits now, you know, and it is what it is. You just got to watch what you say about these people on these platforms because they just not taking it no more.
All right. Thank you so very much for calling in and giving your thoughts on this.
Oh, and love you, Wiley. You is very entertaining. You get me through my work day too, boo.
Thank you so very much.
Okay. All right.
Bye-bye. Oh, man. Thank you. Wow. Wow. Oh, man. Oh, man. We are definitely talking about Nicki Minaj and her legal win that she got against Nosey Heaux. Definitely their way. The woman you see with all the black hair went air and shared some disgusting things about Nicki Minaj and also her child. And Nicki fought back with a civil lawsuit, and the one with the black hair and red lipstick did not respond to the lawsuit. And now Nicki Minaj's legal team is asking the court, to get a default judgment. We will keep y'all updated on this. And like I said, wow. The number is 972-674-9462. We are alive covering this topic, exclusive, covered it first as the first YouTuber to talk about this before the my competitors talk about it. But I had to break this and talk about it and bring it to this to the forefront. Thank y'all so very much for coming on the show and giving y'all opinion. We got a couple of announcements to make. Again, we will be in Vegas on the first weekend in October. I'm looking forward to seeing my subscribers meeting. It's our second annual Vegas meet and greet where we just going to have fun. And that's going to be October 6th through the 9th, 2023. You can email me if you're coming to Wiley Show Productions at gmail.com. Wiley Show Productions at gmail.com. Also, we were nominated for Boss Babe YouTuber of the Year. Please vote for us. The link is in the comments. You could vote for us. And if you need any of the links that we talk about, you can always text this number, 972-674-9462, and we can text you the link. You must live in the United States to vote for me, all right? And when you go vote, you have to vote in every category. If you know that people just pick somebody random, and that is Boss Babe YouTuber of the Year. We're under the YouTube category. Take you about a minute to make sure you vote for us as well. My picture and everything is up there, and it's going to be amazing. So make sure you all vote for us on the show. Also, if you want to contribute to our show, we have a Cash App $ Marquise Wiley 28, Marquise Wiley 28. And also, you could definitely want to contribute to the show, whatever the amount. And we have a P.O. Box 701122, Dallas, Texas 75370. P.O. Box 701122, Dallas, Texas 75370. All right. That is what we have. Thank you all so very much for coming in. Shout out to the people that voted for me. Yes. Thank you all so very much for y'all massive support and showing love. You guys, thank y'all. I'm about to go. We did our live. We did it early. Like I said, we're going to go live earlier because I know a lot of times going live around 7 or 8 o'clock, y'all be asleep. So this is pretty much going to be like the time, like the late afternoon, early evening type of time slot. Thank y'all so very much. And we will see y'all in the next episode. Now, leave a comment. Let us know how we did. You on the side of Nicki or you on the side of Nosey Heaux? And talk about it in the comments. We will see y'all in the next video. Thank y'all so very much for y'all love and support. I will see y'all. Peace.